A very warm welcome to Nigerian Stock Exchange update. This is the place to be, and if you're joining for the first time, welcome. Get your latest news from the Nigerian Stock Exchange and also analysis and insight. If you've got something to drink, grab your drink, tea, coffee, or water. I'm going to get mine and then I'll see you in a minute. Yes, the stock exchange, the Nigerian Stock Exchange is busy, it's exciting time. The past 3 days I've been talking about First Holdco doing well, and now the cat is out of the bank. First Holdco has just hit 10 points again, gone up, gone bullish by 10% again this morning, and it's just less than 90 minutes that the market opened. So what is driving, and you know now what is driving this frenzy for the shares of First Holdco. As a matter of fact, this is a revelation. This should give you a very good understanding of how the stock market operates. But before I come to give you details of that, let us see what is happening in the market. Once again, grab something to drink because it's stock exchange, and just stock exchange latest, and this is time for breakers. Grab your drink as I grab my own cup of tea. Okay, right. Who are the news makers? First Oldco, of course. First Oldco is dominating the airwaves. It's now the top dog in the market. And just because Mr. Otedola has increased his stakes, I'll be coming back to that in a minute. Let me tell you what else is happening in the market. Also, Access Holdings also has been on a bullish trend for some days now. Access Holdings. It doesn't used to be like this for Access Holdings in the past. Before last week, it might take them up and down, up and down, up and down. But for some time now, since the beginning of this week, Access Holdings has been consistently bullish. And right now, it is up in value again by 3.2. Right now, it is even trading at 27 naira 40 kobo. Access Holdings trading at 27 naira 40 kobo. A good time for those who have Access Holding shares in abundance. This is the time you can do business apart from waiting for dividend payments at the end of the financial year. Also doing well at this time is Consolidated Hallmark. Consolidated Hallmark has been static for quite some days, actually going down, but right now, Consolidated Hallmark shares are up by 1.52. Consolidated Hallmark shares are up by 1.52 after many days of being static. Actually, this should be the first time this week that it is going up in value. Most of this week it's been static and also going bearish. But now the shares of Consolidated Hallmark, they are up by 1.52. African Prudential is at 0%. Boa Cement is at 0%, still trading for 310 naira. Boa Cement going for 310 naira per share. Abe Mortgage Bank. Abe Bank is bullish right now. It's slightly up by 1.06%. Abe Bank, it's up in value and it's doing well as well. C&I Leasing, no changes to share price. ICO Insurance, no changes to the share price. Kirego Power is not having any changes. Nigerian Exchange Group, the owners of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, no changes to its share price. Also, Living Trust Mortgage Bank is also no changes to its share price. VFD Group is up in value by 0.49%. VFD Group doing well, up in value by 0.49%. Or MTN has, the MTN is static at the moment. It's not up in value, but MTN has performed consistently well over the past couple of days. It's now trading for 850 naira per share. MTN has jumped up, trading for 850 naira. This is a result of cumulative rises in the share price, now going for 850 naira a share. MTN also up yesterday. Cadbury was among those who performed brilliantly. Cadbury right now is at 0%, but it has gone up to 62 naira 70 kobo per share. Cadbury is doing well. Don't just drink the Bonvita. Try to get a stake in Cadbury. Remember what I've always said: if you use a product or a service, try to also have a stake in that company. Eternal Oil is at 0%, but trading high at 30 naira 50 kobo. Chemical and allied products, the shares are static, but trading from 142 naira 44 kobo. Carleton Offshore is at 0%. I'll be mentioning the $10 factor very soon. $10 factor and the fortunes of First Bank. Once again, time for a tea break. Right, grab your tea or your coffee. Right, let's go. Well, Transcorp is at 0%. Transcorp Hotels, the shares are going for 241 naira 90 kobo. Transcorp Hotels shares going for 241 naira and 90 kobo. UAC, the shares are 0%, no changes to the share price, going from 184 naira 45 kobo. UAC shares. Champion Breweries are doing well today. They are bullish, up by over 4%. Champion Breweries up by 4.76% and trading for 12 naira 10 kobo. Alden McCall is at 0%. Nationwide Express, it had a good fortune yesterday. Nationwide Express was one of the top performers yesterday, but right now is at 0%. Holiday Holdings, remember, Holiday Holdings, their AGM is coming up next week. If you're a shareholder of Holiday Holdings, get in touch with your stockbroker or get in touch with the registrar of the company, because next week is the AGM of Holiday Holdings. But right now in the market, it's at 0%. The shares are trading for 1,526 naira 80 kobo. Holiday Holdings shares 1,526 naira 80 kobo, one of the most expensive shares on the Nigeria exchange. HBM, there used to be Lafarge Africa. HBM is at 0%. Lotus Halal ETF, this stock always performs. Even when it goes down, it doesn't take too many times staying down. It comes up. Right now, it is up in value by 0.31% and trading for 127 naira 50 kobo. That is Lotus Halal ETF shares. Beggar Paint has been static for quite a long time. The position has not changed, but it's trading for 147 naira 60 kobo. That's Beggar Paint shares. RT Briscoe also static, no changes. Chams, no changes, it's at 0%. UPDC Real Estate Investment Trust. It is also 0%, but trading for 12 naira 80 kobo. Jais Bank is doing well. It's up in value. There's also one stock that doesn't stay on the floor for long. When it goes bearish within a number of days or in the same day, it comes back to being bullish. Right now, Jais Bank is bullish, up by 1.72%. Royal Exchange had been down for quite some days, but right now it is up in value by over 5%. Royal Exchange shares are doing well, over 5% up in value. Also up at this time, Cornerstone, since their AGM on Monday, Cornerstone has been static. It hasn't changed position and stay at 0.0%, trading for 5 naira 75 kobo. Name Insurance is at 0%, no change to share price. Now to the top dog, the newsmakers. First Old Co up by 10% and dominating the market. Not just dominating the market, but dominating the news. First Old Co is up by 10%. This is the result of the $10 factor because he has increased his stake, and because he has increased his stake by buying more, that is demanded for more, he bought more. So there was normally when investors see that somebody who is a majority, who is one of the main owners, when they increase their stake, is a signal to the market that they say, there is something here that we don't know. It's like you having a piece of cake and you say, look, or you've been in a restaurant and you say, look, you initially say you went to a restaurant to book for 4 seats, but all of a sudden you say, look, I want 10 seats. People who know, they say, look, if this guy who came in, who has been here occupying 4 seats, now says he wants 4 additional seats, then something must be happening in this market. That is exactly what the $10 factor has caused for the fortune of First Bank. Because $10 has increased its stake, it has signaled to investors and to the market that there is something in these First Bank shares. I'm not going anywhere. So people are buying. Supply is less. So supply is not matching demand. And that is why the shares of First Bank has gone really high. You remember for the past, since Monday, it's been going up. It's been consistently up. And that is now, we now know that Mr. Femi Otedola has increased his stake. Like I said, when this thing happens, is a signal to the market, is a signal to investors. Now look, there's confidence in this company. If this man is increasing his stake, we need to increase our stake as well for those who can. So First Bank, First Old Co is now at 10% up again for the past couple of days. First Old Co has been among the top 5 gainers in the market, and right now it's trading for 121 naira per share. Over a few weeks back, this share was about 60 naira per share, but because of the $10 factor, having increased a stake in First Old Co, the shares have gone up by 10% and now trading for 121 naira. For those of you who don't understand the stock market, this is a shedding moment. This is a revelation. This is like a eureka moment that when an investor, a major investor in a company, increases their stake, that is a signal of confidence to the market, to other people, to say, look, if this man is increasing his stake, this shares there is something here. So that is why First Oracle shares are going up in value and is 10% up. Last Lagos State Assurance Company, the shares are down by 0.53%. Also down is Curtis investment down by over 6%. Thank you so much for your time. And remember, if a shareholder of Faraday Holdings, next week is the AGM of Faraday Holdings. So be in touch with your stockbroker or the registrar of the company so as to get your invite to attend that AGM. And if you are a shareholder of First Holdco, if you have enough in your portfolio, this is your opportunity to make some quick bucks because of your $10 factor. The shares have gone up in value. They are up, 10% up, trading for over 100 naira, 121 naira to be specific. Take this opportunity, offload part of your portfolio, and make some money for your pocket. Leave the remaining shares in the portfolio so that when the company report their end of year result, you will be able to get some dividend. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon.